Morning, guys. Happy Memorial Day. I'm up especially early today for a plethora of reasons. First one is my dog Atlas had an accident, as happens on occasion. It's been happening with a little bit more frequency lately, though. I think it's possibly because I'm feeding him a bit too much cheese, so I probably need to change his diet. It's the 26th, by the way. May 26th of 2025 is Memorial Day this year. But yeah, I'm up. It's 2 a.m. right now. He woke me up from that, and also I was fasting the day before, which tends to make it rather difficult for me to get a full night's sleep. But honestly, I'm okay with it today, because today's going to be such a full day. There's so much stuff I need to get done that I might as well just get up really early, start it off quick, which I've already done some of the stuff, and then get to bed fairly early tonight, maybe around 8 p.m., and get up really early tomorrow morning. Well, not really early, but like 6 or 7 p.m. like I normally do, and go back to my normal schedule. But yeah, sometimes you just roll with the punches, and it doesn't really serve you to just lay in bed and contemplate your navel or look up at the roof, the ceiling. Might as well get up and start doing stuff and actively starting your day. You know, it kind of reminds me of how we used to get up super early in the military. When I was going on deployments, I remember we had to get up at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. sometimes, just to get ourselves ready to get on the airplane, the jet, to fly across the Atlantic Ocean to get to Qatar, so that we could do our deployment. And then when we were actually at Qatar, we would be getting up at 1:30 in the morning every time we had to fly that day, which was pretty much every day. Because when you're out there on a deployment, they work you to the bone, because you're there to work. That is what you're there to do. And you know, I burned holes in the sky back then. We would get up super early, do a flight briefing and all that stuff, and thankfully it was all very cookie cutter because we did it so much. It was so routine, but we got up really early to do it. But there's also another aspect to this. When it comes to Qatar and the many countries in that part of the world, due to where they are in the time zones and relative to the equator, the sun actually comes up really early there, pretty much year round. It's very strange. Usually comes up at like 4:30 in the morning. So while we would get to our administrative building and prepare for brief and all that stuff at 1:30, we were taking off at maybe 4:30, and the sun was already up. It was very, very interesting. But yeah, you know, it's something I'm very accustomed to. It's not necessarily something that is ideal, not necessarily something that I want to do every day, but like I said, roll with the punches. If it turns out that this is how it's going to be, then so be it. I mean, I've got to work out today. We're going to go to the casino and do a slot stream, and my mom, I'm expecting, is probably going to get it pretty early to start that, because she's going to want to get back probably around 2 p.m. so that we can get ready for the little barbecue that we're having, the barbecue get-together that we're having at home. My brother Alan, well, all my brothers are going to be here, and their families. My uncle, obviously, my aunt, they live with us. So it's going to be a pretty nice get-together. And also it gives me a little bit more time to brood over a financial decision that I'm preparing to make, because I want that house that's next door. I want that house. And because I want to buy up this whole court eventually. And if I have to liquidate my emergency savings to do it, I'm gonna. Now, mind you, it's just one emergency savings. I have many others, but so be it. I want that property. And I don't have the credit for it because, as you guys know, I've been duking it out with these demons for decades now, and it's decimated my credit worthiness. But that's how it is. You just kind of gotta, again, roll with the punches. And I'm putting it in God's hands, you know. You don't keep any of this. I'm not trying to be stupid, but you don't keep these resources. This is it's a scary financial decision, even for me. A person who touts himself as fairly financially stable and savvy, but the houses in California are so goddamn expensive that you have no choice. You have no choice. And I need to get my family together. They mustn't be a diaspora. They mustn't be atomized. And this is honestly something that there's a tradition in society of it, where entire towns would be family members, and still are in the United States. There's a little town up in the mountains on your way to Reno, from where I'm currently living, that's 13 people, and it's one or two families that started a town together. And you can do the same thing with a court. Now, obviously, we're already a municipality in Roseville, but I'm just saying that. You get yourself a postal code in the middle of nowhere. If you wanted to start your own city, your own town, you can do that. You just need a post office. So, yeah. That's where I'm at right now. I'm leaving the financial decisions chips where they may fall, in the hands of God, praying that He will finally give me the breakthrough that I'm searching for. And if He's waiting for me to completely give up, to let go of everything for that to happen, well, I think I'm kind of indicating that I'm letting go and letting God, as they say. So there you go. I've got resources, but I'm not a wealthy man. I just try to manage them well. So, you want me to be honest on this channel, guys? There you go. It's it's nerve-wracking right now, but we're gonna get through it. I want that house. All right, love y'all. Peace.